Hello, chat. How's it going? Oh, hi, chat. Sorry, I didn't realize I was live. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I was talking to the axolotl, obviously. Who else would I be talking to? Yeah, the axolotl named Chat, of course. Um, Hello? Did my buttons want to work? That changed my... What in the world? My stream deck isn't working. Okay, we're going manual for this one. We're going manual. There's Chat. Hello, Chat. He likes to sit around the bones. So last time we got a good bit of progress done, but there's still a lot to be done. We figured out the shape of our hills, which is huge, and are a lot bigger than was originally planned, so they are huge as well. Hello, Boomsy. Alright, so I think... what's the plan B? Oh, you're on Twitch today. Fun. Hello, Apples. Hello, Top Hat Clan. How's it going, everybody? We're at 500 on YouTube. I'm gonna be honest, it's a little bit weird to me, to be honest, because it took me 4.5 years to get to 247. That was like 3 or 4 months ago. So we've sped up a little bit, probably because I started making actually a lot better content. So I think that's probably the reason. You like some lore? Yeah, sure, I'll take some lore. All right, what should we start on today? Because I'm kind of thinking. I mean, we've done a little bit of everything most times. So I think it would be nice to do a little bit of everything again. Maybe a couple trees, a little bit of the cliffs, some of the land around the edges. I also need to decide what my stone gradient is going to be. Oh, we can go over to the gradient thing. Finally, I can use this. I have an excuse to use this on stream. Can we kill Nightbot? Let's see. You know what? I'll make a goal to banish Nightbot for a period of time. How do I do those channel point goal things? Wait. Oh, there it is. Okay. Found the thing I'm looking for. No momento, chat. Alright, I'm gonna set a goal to banish Nightbot for a while on Twitch. For 25,000 channel points. You know, I'll say for a week. Can banish Nightbot for a week for 30k. For 30k points, obviously, not like money. So then we'll give it like a... Yeah. There you go. Let's see. Natu was your first, like, YouTube idol. They had over 31k subscribers until he just vanished. Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. A lot of like good YouTubers vanished. I'll be honest, it's sad when just like kind of mid-sized YouTubers like that just disappear. I've seen it happen a couple times. It sucks. Oh, this isn't current. Crap. We're missing blocks on this. So that this, at the time I put this together, this was a gradient from the whitest block all the way to the darkest. And it looks like I've already put these down to remind myself that it's no longer accurate. Yeah, it's pretty sad, but it sucks when that happens. There's like a couple people I've watched and their channels will just be gone. They disappear out of nowhere. It's weird. I mean, I'm planning on going out when I have like some sort of horrific controversy personally. I don't know, maybe I'll do like a rug pull scam or something. I think that'd be a pretty good way to go. I just feel like that's a good way to go because I can just milk every last bit of money out of it and then leave. 500 subs has changed me as a person. It's corrupted my morals already. Interested in some Nightbot kebab. Gonna burn the pieces or cook it to perfection. All I can promise is I will chain Nightbot for a moment. For 7 days. Actually, I'm gonna put that goal right now. Okay. On Twitch now, there is a goal, a community goal, for 30,000 channel points. If you somehow get that within a week, then I'll banish Nightbot for a week. It takes a lot of energy to chain Nightbot. Yeah, I could imagine getting really stressed out about you too if you take it too seriously. I have to really try and just chill out sometimes because I always want to do so much in every video. And there's never the time. Like, I can't do everything I want to every video. So I could definitely see how that would happen. YouTube actually was laggy for me earlier. I actually had that happening on just a completely different video, so I think YouTube might be having a problem today. Or my Wi-Fi is, but nothing else has been problematic, so I don't think it's Wi-Fi. Right, so what do we want our gradient to be? Maybe starting off with like smooth basalt, going up to like tough? Or we could start a little bit lighter. Why do I have... Oh, I see. I was confused why this looks like darker, but it's going by the top texture. All right, let's put together our gradient. Is that too abrupt, though? Feels harder than I want it to be. Let's give it a little bit more texture and just see if that, like, helps at all. I don't know if it needs more texture or less. I'm actually thinking maybe pulling out the light gray concrete powder. Is Nightbot banished? I don't know if Nightbot's banished yet. I think it's still got a little while. Would you rather feel no pain, or be able to switch genders at will? Oh, that's pretty good. Um, here's my thing. Switching genders at will would be very cool. And being able to feel no pain, I feel like I'd get myself severely injured. Like, I'd like lean on a hot stove and then not notice for like 30 minutes. So one of those I feel like, as nice as it would be to not feel pain, I'm assuming you still mean you could get injured. See, this gradient I don't think is quite enough. I would use this, but the issue is light gray wool looks really funky. I don't think that's quite right. Wait, is cobblestone not in this? What in the world? We might need to make a new gradient, guys. Okay, let's get every single gradient block I possibly can. Let's go down the list. We're making a new gradient. I've clearly missed so many blocks whenever I put that together. We're only gonna get full blocks. Okay, that's gray. We're not gonna count that because that's just a greener version of something that already exists. Let's see. That's on the grayscale spectrum. Just anything that's on the grayscale, like this doesn't count though, because that's just a version of a different block that has colors added to it. We don't worry about that. Only things that will be on the grayscale spectrum. And then we'll organize them. Coal block. What else falls under this? Iron. Some of these might not fall directly under. So we might have to make some branches of where they kind of go off to the side a little bit. Netherite block is definitely on there. Yeah, I missed so many. All right. We need a chest. We stopped at black concrete powder. Remember that. Oh, this is where I organized it the first time. Let's put that here this time. There you build 5-pole superstructure. Yeah, Boomsy did that apparently. I've not seen proof, but you know, I'm just gonna trust blindly. That's how I do things. Okay, we're just not gonna worry about organizing them all perfectly right now. Okay, what comes after that? We need those blocks. These are kind of off to the side. We'll grab that. The other ones, I don't really think they fall in the exact grayscale spectrum. Mud definitely does. Does coal ore? We'll take it. Deep slate coal, stone. Of course, andesite, diorite, blackstone, deep slate, tough, basalt, polished diorite. There's so many grayscale blocks. I think I missed quite a few the first time. Oh gosh. Maybe this was a... Oh, there's pale stuff as well. Oh, and the acacia. Oh, and then there's that. We'll just put this instead. So I can kind of remember which block I'm actually trying to use. What else is there? Thank you for the follow every time. Let's see. Imagine a chest, but it just keeps getting longer. That'd be great. You ever felt that one point in your sleep when your body feels parallel to the earth? Like when you're just, have you ever laid down? Is that the question? Because that's what laying down is. I've been doing that for a while. Let's see, what else is there? Oh, there's these. Oh, there's so many. Yo, 5 galaxies? That's like the brain rot thing. That's crazy. Fun fact, I've never watched a TikTok in my entire life. Maybe that's crazy of me. But I just don't. Oh, we gotta get the shulkers in there, of course. You never know when you need the shulkers in the building palette. Yeah, the top of an observer is probably going to be important. The underside of a crafter. Wait, you can't get the underside facing up like I was going to have everything else. No, we'll skip crafter. Okay. I think this is every grayscale block in the game. It's a few of them. So I feel like the way to do this is to grab all the blocks I consider white. And then try and figure out the order of these first. Alright, chat, order the blocks. You know what order they go in. I totally do as well. Okay, snow's definitely first. Maybe white wool afterward? Or maybe even white concrete. White shulker box is pretty white. Calcite. Yeah, like these are probably the whitest ones. I have no conscious form of order in my brain. I do, and it's only for building. That's all it's for. That's all my brain is. Just building. Okay, which of these is closer? This one. Okay, so we'll move all the ones we haven't placed off to this side of the inventory. I feel like someone's gonna join and be like, what in the world are you doing? You're just organizing blocks. Like, yes, this is important. We have to figure this out. No, this is there. Has this oh, that's pretty white. What are we doing? Like I feel like I keep having the like realization of like what in the world am I doing here? I'm just placing blocks saying, oh yeah, it's pretty white. Like that's dark. Wait, no, that's just more pink. So like this one's like the same as this, but no, it's lighter than, but it's more pink. I actually think this might be darker. Have you ever experienced deep water depressurization syndrome or something along the lines of that? I have only ever once had problems with pressure scuba diving, if that's what you're asking. It made my nose bleed from just sinus pressure. That's about it. I shouldn't have been diving that day, to be honest. It was a lapse in judgment. I had a cold. You're not supposed to do that. Let's see, we'll move these over here. I feel confident about those placements. He said pressure. Crazy. I've been got. Okay, how do we like that? No, that's definitely wrong. I feel like this is what you expect from like like somebody's just lost it. Just ordering the blocks. Like, yes, I'll figure it out eventually. Hey, welcome to stream, DJ Weir. We're currently trying to figure out the order of all the blocks in Minecraft because this order wasn't big enough for me, and I need it for the build we're doing over there. Well, I probably don't need the whole thing, but if I'm ordering the blocks anyway, I'm going to commit to it. Not all the blocks either, just the grayscale ones. That's whiter. Okay, so that's whiter, but it's like kind of pink, so we're going to put it off to the side a little bit because it's kind of pink. Wait, no, because that's pretty white. We're going to have to ignore the slight hue shift. Is that lighter than this? I think it is. No, it's not. It's almost like to the side of that. So that would make that like there. Yeah. Okay, we're getting non-linear with this one. Wait, what block was after that? Okay, that. Okay. I'm pretty confident on these. Let me grab every other quartz block real quick. So that's like the same. I mean, that's a little darker because it's got stripes, of course. Same with that. That's like the same. We can make some soggy bread in a bit. Oh, we can do that. Where in the world is bread? There it is. Are you happy now, chat? There you go. There's your bread. If chat's not showing up on the screen, I'm just gonna look crazy. Anyway. Um. Oh, that's kind of dark. I feel like it's still in this slightly pinkish tone area. Oh, but that's like slightly yellowish. Maybe that's like there. No, it's definitely darker. Yeah. Okay, so that's our line. That's a pretty good line right there. We love lines. I almost cleared my inventory. There's more blocks we need to order in the white area. We need to segregate the blocks. I think I already placed block of quartz. Yeah, right there. We need white concrete. That is about the same. That's definitely darker. So if I really go back, it should look like a gradient. Yes. We're on the right track. It's definitely not a perfect gradient because, of course, how in the world would it not be? Let's grab the light grays. There's so many. Okay, these are at least like linear. So like it shouldn't be too bad compared to some of the other ones. There we are. So what's the lightest of these blocks? Probably this. That's a pretty good one right there. That's a good line. We like that section. Let's get some of the lightest ones we have in here, like these. And I guess we just figure out the order. Okay, this is definitely later. So we can move this kind of up. And this I actually think might be lighter than these. Yeah. In fact, that might be even lighter than... No, it's definitely not lighter than that. Okay. It's after this. Playing block dominoes, essentially. I need to figure out what the order of all the blocks are in a gradient so I can make one for the cliffs over there. I'm not going to use every block, but if we can get them all laid out, we essentially know our options. This is some nonsense builders do that I feel like a lot of people just don't think about. I feel like this actually might just be the side of that. Like, that's kind of the same. Did I hear Quicksilver? I don't think you did. Mercury? What in the... I feel like Apples might be losing it more than I am. Oh, we haven't put down light gray shulker blocks. Is that lighter or darker? I feel like that's about the same. Because it has darker outline and same inside. Let's see, is that darker? She is kind of lighter, kind of darker. I feel like maybe it's like here. No, it's like about the same as stone brick. So the corals are where things kind of get a issue. Because what in the world do I do to order the corals? Because these are the blocks we have left. Alright, well, thanks for stopping by, DJ Weir. Which one is lighter? Chat, what's the lightest one here? Oh my gosh. Okay. This one's definitely the darkest. I think we know that for sure. These two are probably the lightest. The more I stare at them. Probably this one being the lightest. This one being second. Then this one. Then this one. No. I'm wrong. I think I just need to swap these. That looks right. Wait, I just cleared my inventory. What in the world else did I have? That was unsorted. Wait, this this section's not even in the right spot. Where does it go? Right after gravel, I guess. So let me give like a 5-block space. And also, what am I doing putting stone brick after cobblestone? Yeah, that feels more right. Okay, I need to check something on the stream VOD. What in the world was I holding before I cleared my inventory? Okay, I see the list. Sus. Burn. And coal. And pale moss. That was the other 4. So I feel like suspicious. Oh no, suspicious gravel's before this, isn't it? Oh, it is. Okay, so we gotta push all this down again. Is anything else earlier? No, like that's darker, definitely. That I'm gonna be honest, coal ore can't fit in this line. It's like too differentiated. And this is gonna be great for one build. Should I eat my kidney? I mean, depends how good it is. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty good. Okay, now we can actually clear my inventory. All right, so many dark blocks. I guess we'll take the ones that I wouldn't consider black yet. or dark gray. Just anything that isn't like very dark gray is going next. So tough is almost certainly next. I mean, that's a pretty good line right there. We like to see that. What are the darkest out of these? I'll see, this is pretty light. Wait, how light is it? Okay, it's dark. It's darker than that. Darker than that. Darker than that. Hi, Disco. Hi, chat. Anyway. Where is it? I figured out. Okay, I know where it is. I know where it goes. It's just before tough. Are we sorting blocks again? We need to figure out what blocks to use for the cliff up there. And I realize my gradient block line over there is wrong because it doesn't have all the blocks I need. Did we get bedrock? I think we missed bedrock originally. Let's bring it in. Who's next? Probably this. Oh wait, that's pretty dark. Honestly, that's like barely in the grayscale range anymore. We'll put it like to the side of there. Oh wait, this is actually really light, isn't it? My brain's starting to bleed because I don't like it's sticking. You don't understand. You'll never understand how to build properly because you gotta you gotta put the squares in the lines and the colors. I hope that explains it. Does that go there? I feel like this is what it's like to just slowly go crazy. Where in the world does this go? I think it's actually right there. Yeah. Sideways. Perfect. Anyway. Yeah, I don't think this can go in the grayscale line. I think it has too much contrast in it to count anything on the actual scale. Oh, that's pretty light. I think that actually might have the same issue. I don't think that can go on the line. Is that everything in my inventory? Oh yeah, we have bedrock. Alright. Final phase. No, not quite. The black blocks are yet to go. We're getting there though. We're narrowing it down. Alright, who's the lightest? I actually think bedrock might go next. Oh, there's also... That actually might go in front of blast furnace. Blast furnace we're going to put off to the side for a bit. I actually don't think bedrock can work either because of how much it's like light and dark. I don't think you can put that on a grayscale either. That's pretty good. Do you think that goes after that? That's lighter. That's pretty good. Oh, we're getting somewhere now. It's been 5 years since I started watching these guys sorting blocks. I need your help. SOS. This is not what I was planning on doing today at all. This was not the plan. But we're so far now, I can't give up. The quest must continue. I gotta flip on a fan. It's getting so warm in here. One sec. I feel like I should put on like the Minecraft music. One sec. Let's get the Minecraft music up. Let's see. If I can actually get it working. We can just turn on the normal music. I was gonna try and pull it up on another thing, but it's being weird. Let's see how that works. Okay, so I've already got that. So I think these are some of the lighter ones we have currently. That's not quite there. That's like... Actually, I think it's overall darker. What in the world was here? Oh wait, was that this? Which one's darker? This. So this needs to go... Alright, I think we've got something. I think those are locked in. We're making progress. Let's lay out these and try and just pick which ones are the lightest, because I think that'll speed this up significantly, because I'm getting bored of this. My attention span is not long enough to get through this. Okay, that shouldn't be in here anyway. That's slightly lighter. Oh, I lost gray concrete powder completely. I mean gray wool. Oh no, it was concrete powder. Okay, we take that out. This is probably the next lightest. And then this. And then this. And then this. This is so much faster. What in the world was I doing before? We're speedrunning now. This is so much better. Women wouldn't understand what's happening here. To cut them all out of your life for organizing blocks. True devotees to the block cult have no time for that. Okay. We're on the home stretch. What in the world are these blocks gonna look like in order? Okay, these are the last ones. This is last. Absolutely. What frogmare ever do you do? Oh, I forgot Frogmer was one of those creatures. It's sad. Disco, are you here to save chat from what's happening right now? Because they're in dire need of rescue. We've been at this for a while. Okay, last 4 blocks of the entire game. And then my order is done. And we can start building. How dare you? Anyway. This is what we've made. When I zoom out, that is a gradient right there. It's done. It's done. Alright. You forgot Bedrock and Obsidian? I chose not to do those. Obsidian's way too purple to go on this list, and Bedrock isn't really good for a grayscale thing. Also, I just saw Disco at the corner of my eye. He's down there. I missed. Oh my gosh. I need to get good. I think he just lives here now, like a rat. I give up. He lives here now. Oh wait, we forgot to do the thing I was gonna do with this. We got sidetracked. I almost built all this for no reason. Anyway, how do we feel about maybe... We could mix in some, like, some coral. Oh, that's nice. Thank you, Disco. That's too dark, though. That's, like, too big of a jump, I feel like. Oh, most of it's gonna be the side profile. So the problem we're having just still isn't solved. Just kidding, though. This is fine. This will do. I think this is going to be our setup. So let's go actually add it in. So first of all, let's find our shadows. So our darkest areas. And we can kind of find that by just thinking the sun's probably going to be there. So an area like this is going to be a shadow. And we'll just do that block for now, and then we'll go and add in some of the others. Kind of just like painting it, slowly but surely. Yes, chat, you're finally free from block organization for 10 hours. Should we just let Disco loose upon this build? It's his natural habitat. I don't think he can even break anything. Let me just... You've lost the permission to do this. Good luck. Hello, 5 pebbles. Here you go. Here's 5 pebbles. Enjoy. Let's go up here. Finally feel peace. Me too. I finally have the blocks I need to build with. So like right under here would be definitely a shadow. And we kind of break it up a little bit with other stuff like that. Because then that just gives it a little bit of a more rocky texture. I think we need a little bit under here. And right back here is definitely going to be in shadow. All throughout here. This is all going to be nice. To be honest, I actually had no clue this world was an open world until like recently. By recently, I mean about 5 minutes ago. You eat Disco? I mean, I'd assume so. He's not that fast. I'm just slow. Let's see, let's go up here. This kind of tucked away area is going to be pretty dark. I can like hear the Minecraft music playing really quietly. It's actually kind of bugging me that it's like so quiet and not audible though. I'd have to turn up everything so much. We'll just turn back off the music. It's not working right. And go through here. Fill in all of this. I think Disco's swamp people now. Disco's trans now? Crazy. Huge day. Congrats, man. I mean, wait. Tell Disco I know where he lives. I think Disco already knows that he knows where he lives. Transiterator. Let's see, we gotta go through here. Hey, DJ Weir, welcome back. The horrors of organizing blocks has finally ended. We're actually to the good stuff finally of actually getting to build things. And paint in all the texture onto these rocks. Honestly, I think it's just so peaceful to just sit back and just, build a little bit. Yeah. You weird as me. Wait, really? That's crazy. I am also many people. The this area needs more. Go over here. Alright. That's some good basic progress. Let's start going around some of these edges, adding in some tuff. And additionally, at least a couple layers of tuff around the entire just base area. All across here. Send help, never. You're trapped down there for all eternity. Through here. A little bit of that. See, so in here, we're going to get a little bit of cobblestone going. All right, that's a nice dark texture. I like that. That's a good shadowy area right there. I mean, there's so much more to do, but that's just a little sample of kind of the vibe, I think. Yeah, I've been thinking it would be fun to do something as like a little 500 sub celebration thing, just because it's taken so long to get there. But I'm not really sure what would be interesting. I thought about maybe doing an actual like 8 hour to 12 hour long stream of like multiple different things, but I feel like I'd just be tired and not entertaining by the end of it. Most of my ideas are just more extravagant version of what there already is. Dead Cells? Honestly, that game hasn't really been on my radar, but I've heard of it. Maybe I should look into that one just generally. I don't know like anything it's about. I feel like that's a D's nuts joke, Disco. that, I swear that that might also be a game, but I swear that's also just the stuff for a D's nuts joke. It's a game you should play. It's set in the bottom of the ocean. It's really cool. That's interesting. I mean, I love the ocean, of course. Man, it makes so much of a difference just to put some like texture and gradient in there. That doesn't even have the two lighter materials yet. So Disco has enlightened me by accident um, to that people can join this world. I did not realize that until now. I gotta fix that pretty soon. I gotta fix that before the end of the stream. Keep it open because it's funny. You'll get visitors. I don't know if that's a good thing. When will you build 5 pebble superstructure for Disco? Um, probably in 1 trillion years. Check in with me then. Maybe I'll remember. Get that. I'm not gonna worry about the top of these hills yet. I just got reminded by a nomad in chat of the Minecraft movie. Still have not seen it. I've still not seen it. Poor Disco, he's fine in there, I'm sure. That's his home, he lives there. It's his natural habitat. Oh yeah, we're getting somewhere now. I'll only go back over to this area for a while. They've already announced a sequel to the Minecraft movie. Yay! I can't wait. I'm probably not gonna watch that one either. I'm gonna be honest. It just doesn't look good to me. No matter how much people hype it up. Maybe someday. When I'm like really bored and probably on like an airplane. Minecraft Movie 2 has a pickaxe that's purple. This is a reference to the end update. I can't wait for the end update. It's gonna be so good. Yeah. I'm betting they're gonna try and recreate the iconic meme moment and it's gonna fall flat in its face. Oh, absolutely. They're just gonna have Jack Black name things from Minecraft the whole time. That's what's gonna happen, almost certainly. I mean that is most of the first movie from what I hear. At least most of the best parts. Yeah, it's just gonna be Jack Black screaming items. We're on the same wavelength. See, we need a little bit of this. A little bit longer. That first before me. I mean, I feel like it's an obvious joke. So yeah, I can't take too much credit. I'm sorry you became a pirate over it, though. It's really unfortunate. Hope you get better. No, pirate sickness is very serious. Five universes ahead of you, of course, all the time. Five parallel universes ahead, even. Let's see, do a little bit of this. He said in the Rain World. That is a quote from something else, to be fair. I stole that one. There we are. Let's go under here with some tough. We actually really haven't put much of this up here. I think actually I need to fill this with concrete powder. Wait, that's on top of blocks I can't have it on yet. Okay, so we need to prioritize the lower areas first. Thief, yeah. I shouldn't be referencing things. I need to keep everything completely inclusive in the stream. I'm not allowed to reference things. So we go up here. Fill in all of that with tough. Giving us a nice dark texture of this hillside. I want the rock to look like still like rock, but kind of slick. as if there's been a lot of rain that's eroded away at it, and it's just looking like it would be hard to climb out of here. You go up here. I've been doing just some like folklore research, and I've found out that it seems like just a lot of folklore creatures just sneak into your house and like kill you if you aren't good. Like that seems like what most of them seem to be, at least in the folklore I've been looking at. Which is like, yeah, I guess that makes sense for why they're made up. It's to scare children at the end of the day. But also, there's so many things that like folklore is like, oh, it's just gonna sneak into your house and it's gonna eat you, or it's gonna like fill you with straw and pebbles, or like and it'll just like take your eyes away. I made that last one up. I don't remember more of them. I think it's mostly just the eat you thing. Parallels I'm suddenly noticing to analog horror as well. Yeah, honestly, I bet a lot of analog horror is inspired by folklore. How many pebbles? At least 5. Like, there's a. I feel like I'm about to just expose how much I've been just looking at horrific folklore. I need to research it, okay? It's important. Um, there's one called Perchta in Slavic folklore that if you're good and nice, she'll leave a silver coin in your shoe. I think that's the one. Um, and if you spin all your flax into thread or whatever, um, and if you don't, she'll sneak into your house, cut you open, and fill you with straw. Cause like, what in the world are like those are the two options. You get one silver coin, or you're horrifically mutilated. Like, there's no middle ground here. Like, why is there an entity just to do that? Who need like why? Why'd she decide to go on that like war path against like slightly rude children? Wow, chat went completely silent after I said something about Perchta. Okay, I see what it is. Chat is very anti-Perchta. He felled. He's going home. He's gone. Let's see. Do the mystical gnomes from the fairy dimension count as folklore creatures? Like, kinda. Are they in folklore? I'd say so. I feel like not many things go good with beans. I'm just gonna be honest. Most varieties of beans, not many things go good with them. Hot take, not a fan. Not a good food. See, so my choices are real silver or get free scarecrow transformation. One second, I'm putting this in the Discord server as a poll. Would you rather get one silver coin or be cut open and filled with straw and pebbles by Perchta? Okay, option A. Gain one silver coin. Oh, also, Perchta's one goose foot. That is a thing related to this person. I don't know why. One leg of a goose. That's real. I don't know why. Okay. Now we'll figure out. Okay, the poll has just gone up. Already the being stuffed with hay. Hay and pebbles is winning. I have a feeling that's going to win. Just knowing the people who exist in that Discord server. Anyone know any good folklore creatures? I feel like I need more. You know one game you should stream? I know a couple. Hollow Knight? I've actually already streamed it all the way through. Unfortunately. No, the votes of reasonable people are over. No, why are they why are they winning? Why would they vote for this? don't don't they want to be gutted in the middle of the night by a hag? What ending? I got the basic one. I've considered doing Steel Soul on stream. I'm actually still working on Hollow Knight Silksong. I've only got to Act 3 today because it took so much work to get to Act 3. You have to beat the game twice for it. No, just like the default ending where you get trapped in there with the thing, the Hollow Knight. Oh, my cat just showed up and is like pressing his head against my leg. How cute. What a good boy. Okay, Disco's found a way out of the world. Good for him. I think I know where. Welcome home, Disco. What is this, some kind of cycle? No, it's not Rain World. I'm up to the mic. Is he still here? What's up? He might have left. Oh, no, it's just everybody scratching post. He's not near me right now. I'm not gonna go like yank him over here. The sick kitten. I say kitten, he's like 7 years old. He's sick with it. And by it, I mean terminal cancer. Okay, that one might have been too dark. I kind of realized how bad that was after I said it. I rescind that one. I'd like that one to be stricken from the record. Edit that out of the VOD, please. Yeah, you got the rot. I think he's at negative 6.5 months to live now. So kind of crazy. He was given 2 and took 7 months. Well, he was given 2 weeks. He took 7 months. He is exceedingly powerful. He's still, like, he's healthiest as he's been in, like, that entire time. No clue why. He's just like that. Do a little bit of this. It's almost negative 200 cycles, yeah. I think it is actually over 200 now, because I was talking to someone recently, and I'm like, oh, I wonder how many days that is. And I think it was like 238. Like when I checked, it's crazy. What a powerful cat. Ate a cat? Don't do that. Just what? Why? No. Let's see, Cats are friends, not food. There are definitely spots where that Venn diagram crosses over, like shrimp and crabs. But it's not both for cats. Cats are friends exclusively. I had to respond to something in the Discord server. Don't you guys want to be scarecrows? Be pretty cool. I think Disco just is a cat. The cat brand Bulldozer, my friend or food. Friend. Yeah, Gourmand should be on the chunk chart. Don't tell anyone, but he's a cat. Okay, chat, you gotta be real quiet about this. Can't tell anyone. We keep this between us and any random people on the internet who see this. No one must ever know. Speaking of random people seeing things, I think the most recent roguelike video is now the second highest performing within the same like amount of time since upload, which is hype. We love to see number go up. In fact, what are we sitting at right now? I think pretty good. Yeah, 404. Pretty solid. The typical range, by the way, is that I get is 50 to 210 in that time. We're at 404 on that video, so that's hype. It's nice to just sit back and just kind of like color in all of the builds we made that were a little bit more intricate last time. Because my brain is absolutely fried today. I've been cooking though. There's a reason I need to know about Perchta. I just, feel like Perchta could be useful for something I've been working on. Who doesn't need a couple horrific creatures from folklore? Let's go under here a bit with a little bit darker tones. There we go. Do you want the power to unmelt cheese? Like, if there's no trade-off, then I don't see why you wouldn't take that. I feel like pretty much regardless of the magic power someone offered me, I'd probably take it because it's a magic power, you know? So I guess yes. If you could just grant that to me real quick, that would be great. I need it for unmelting cheese. Through here. Oh, it's looking so much better now. I mean, it's still not there yet, obviously, but it's getting there. Oh, I might be really tired. I cannot stop yawning for some reason. Let's see. Would you press the button if you never have to eat ever again, but the amount of time you would have to sleep goes up by 65%? No. That's an extra, like, 5 hours of sleep every night? I don't spend 5 hours eating, and my complaint about both is that I don't have time to do other things, so I just have to go with the most, like, when it comes to, like, conserving my time, you know, like, the best answer for that. The quickest answer. I just feel like food's a waste of time. I don't eat it. Exactly, it's way too long. The thing in the basement screaming again, because I'm gonna hit it with a broom. Get that thing back under control. Okay, we might be close to just stopping this task for a while. Also, I don't think most humans sleep 33% of their lives. I think that's like under ideal conditions. I know I nearly do. I can usually get like 7:30 to 8. Most people I know complain about not getting enough sleep. Like genuinely the majority. So maybe that's just like a weird sample size. But I think that most people just don't get very good sleep or not very much. Ah, my chapstick's just like falling apart. Ah. Anyway. I've just got like it all over my hands. I can't even describe what happened to the point where it is on my hands. Like I feel like I can't justify this. Things just happen. What's turning into fish food? Well, the fish will appreciate it. So don't be a complainer. You know, no one likes a complainer. You don't see the fish complaining, so you shouldn't. You don't want to get complaints into their food. I'm honestly pretty excited to get to work on the next roguelike video. I've been thinking about it a lot. It should be pretty cool if I can just execute on my ideas the way I want to. Which may take everybody's favorite thing, a lot of time. Yay! A lot of time and effort. My favorite. We love a lot of time and effort. Genuinely, those videos take forever to make, though. There's so much that goes into every single one of those. So I very much hope you all enjoy them because it is a task. Crispy should drop bacon that gives strength for 15 seconds. Fortunately, so actually, here's something I was considering that I might do soon. Having every boss and mini boss have like 3 items that are custom to them that they have a chance of giving you. That are kind of matched to their difficulty. I think for Netherite Golem, it might just be Netherite armor. But that's been a concept for a while. I just haven't implemented it. It would be very easy. Well, it would be easy to implement the system. Making all the items would be forever. Let's get a little bit of this area all nice and textured. We won't worry about that too much because that'll be plant life. Should we just finish this cliff around here? Because then we'd have this full place pretty much ready, and we could just texture the top and call it good. I do worry that at some point pretty soon I'm going to need to take a break for a while, though. Because if you look at my stream schedule, there really hasn't been many gaps in it. And I just really don't want to push myself until I just can't keep it up. I'm usually like, oh yeah, let's go start streaming all the time. But I'm worried that is going to change if I keep it up too much. So maybe I'll take like a week break at some point. And just chill out. And then come back refreshed. Right now I feel fine though. I could keep going. I mean, maybe not today. I mean, I'm tired today. Very tired. But yeah, I'm still here. What is something you want in your mouth? My tongue. It's pretty useful. If it were removed, I wouldn't be able to talk. Yeah, maybe some like tofu. I had that for 2 meals today, actually, already. I'm a simple man. I just like my strange cube. My strange congealed cube of nutrients. Root beer guy. Chad, do you like soda and stuff? I don't usually indulge in that. Yeah, it's okay for me. I'm not like the craziest like soda drinker. Yeah, drinking an average of 50 milliliters of Pepsi a day. Is that a lot? I forget how many milliliters. I guess 15 milliliters. Okay, so like that's like a shot. It's not that much. It's not too bad. All right. Wow, that makes the cliffs look so much better. Oh, it's so much nicer. Oh, I cannot stop yawning. I'm starting to feel like I'm just gonna fall asleep. I just had an idea. One moment. I'm gonna go keep myself awake. I've just consumed every illegal substance. We're so back. I'm so unbelievably... Wow. It's crazy how that does that to you. Anyway. time to build. This is fine. Do you guys smell colors? Or is that just me? Green kind of smells like leaves. I like the green kind. Okay, in all reality though, I just went downstairs in my house, rooted around through the cupboards in the pantry until I found the most sugary thing I possibly could, grabbed a handful, and then just devoured it. That's my strategy. I don't really like caffeine, so I don't have any. I don't like the idea of needing it every morning. It sounds expensive. So I don't have any. So instead I'm just gonna eat an unhealthy quantity of just chocolate I just found. Or sorry, not eat an unhealthy amount of chocolate I just found. I already did. While that music was playing, I was downstairs just devouring. Caffeine reduces. See, exactly. That's why caffeine reduces breast growth, and that's why I'm not gonna have any. It'll damage my big naturals. I need them for streaming. How else am I gonna do hot tub streams and actually draw an audience? You want energy? Eat an apple. There was none. See, ideally, I crash from the sugar, right about the end of stream. We're just gonna kind of aim generally in that vicinity. Hope for the best. Okay, is something wrong with my power? I've just noticed this. I got up to turn on the fan earlier. And then when I came back up here, I turned it on again because it was off. And it's still not on. One moment. It's not working. I'm going to be burning up. I actually have no clue how to fix that. Crap. That's actually really bad. I'm actually kind of under the philosophy personally, like when it comes to apples as a fruit, apples do not exist. I see a creature down there. Where's my soggy bread? Here, you can have some more. Into the swamp. Enjoy your bog bread. I'm just saying, a bog or wetland is the perfect place to do drugs. Because you can't spell fentanyl without fen. And fen is another word for swamp. Just saying. You also can't spell tobacco without swamp. because that's definitely also a drug. My brain function is at high capacity right now. I don't know why. I genuinely was not thinking the word tobacco and then just said tobacco instead. I was gonna say something else. I think my brain just like is like, no, just gonna steer this right back over in the normal person talk area. Give it to disco now? Fine. He summoned the bread with his summoning circle. I don't really know what I'm gonna do up here yet. Let's give us bread. I'd love to do one of those like you know, people like will like take like 1,000 players and then put them somewhere. I would love to do something like that someday. That sounds like so much fun. Just to unleash a bunch of players on something and just see how they do. That would be hype. If I ever get enough viewers, I should do that. 500 sub special, I put 5 people in a box. See, that's the issue. I don't have access to the large quantity of people that it would require to do something like that. Because then you also have to have people on hand to like moderate it and make sure it works, and then like pretty much essentially just cameramen to go around and like record a bunch of stuff. Or I guess you can do it alone, but it's just a lot harder. I just do not have the resources for that, though that would be very fun. 100 players just unleashed on a single roguelike run. Would be pretty good. There's just something fun about that when you just like release a bunch of random players on something. Just see what happens. I don't think I've actually seen one of those videos in a long time though, so I'm assuming they're out of style right now. I just got thinking about them the other day. I mean, who knows? Maybe they are in style and I just haven't seen any. Because I guess I'm not like the most like in touch person in the world. I feel like I used to be. But I guess that's kind of how it goes, isn't it? You're in touch for a bit, and then you get stuck in your ways, and then you're not in touch anymore. BRB, I need liquids. Have you considered lava? Just unleash a bunch of subscribers. Just in a room. I do think it would be fun though someday. Just like, I would never want to do a real life thing. Obviously, because I don't want any information about my personal life ever out there. But it would be. Oh, did someone do that? But what in the world was I going to talk about? Yeah, I was gonna say why I'm probably never gonna do a real life thing. I want to safeguard every little bit of information I can. Not a word shall ever get out about my real life. Wait, did I see a trapdoor flip down here? How dare you, Disco? Why would you do this? Oh, have you done something like that in the past? But, let's see, what were we talking about? How did I get on that? Oh yeah, we were talking about like just getting a bunch of players. I feel like it would be so fun to just get a bunch of like Minecraft players and do something like that. I feel like I need an idea of what to actually put them through. Something horrific. Okay, actually, here's something I had an idea for a long time ago. Getting a bunch of Minecraft content creators, and doing kind of like a week to week kind of thing. Um, where like like a session of it every week. Where every day the world just gets closer to an apocalypse and the players need to stop it in time. Like figure out what's happening and how to stop it before it happens. I think that would be pretty cool. And like the just every week the world is more messed up. I've had that idea for a while. I've just never had the time to actually like set up and pull it off. Oh, fun fact about that idea actually. Um, I wouldn't press any buttons you see. I don't know what they do. You've just described the plot of every webtoon ever. I don't think I've ever seen a webtoon, genuinely. I've ever looked at one. I think my only interaction with one is like Captain Chimney made a reference to one, and I said, "Oh, like is that good? Should I go like look at that?" And they're like, "No, don't do that." I'm like, "Okay, you referenced it. You just," and like they explained a good chunk of it to me, and I'm like, "Okay, you clearly like look at this. Like you've watched this or seen this. So why are you telling me now not to? Like that's suspicious to me." No more bread. This guy must starve. Hmm. Oh, yeah, I wasn't even gonna do that cliff today. We'll detail this more later, so it actually like looks right. Right now it doesn't. We'll fix it. I mean, that is a huge improvement, though. Absolutely massive. We could do a few trees. What do we want to do? Could do a bit of actually underwater stuff, or a little bit of the coastline. We could do some trees. Yeah, probably trees is what we need the most. Oh, I actually have something fun. I was gonna say this earlier, but I forgot. Tomorrow's stream will be with Frogmare, and we shall be doing a little bit of phasmophobia, doing some ghost hunting. So something actually spooky for Halloween, beyond just building a spooky bayou town, which we haven't really done much of the spooky stuff on yet. We've just been building an environment pretty much. Oh, actually, I started this one already. Why don't we finish it? See a little bit of this. I think this might be too long. Just trim that down a bit. This tree might be too short. why don't we do something like that? And as we get up toward the top, these branches just get a little shorter. And then we can top it off like this. There we go. Just a smaller tree. Do you have VR? No, I've actually only once ever used a VR headset, and it was like calibrated wrong, so I've actually technically never experienced VR. You know, I can't wait for the metaverse when people can sell products to me, when Meta can sell products to me more effectively. It's gonna be great. Who else wants to consume product? Personally, I like, you know, I like consume product. Let's see, let's get a little bit of this in here. Yeah, that one branches out pretty far. Over here. Apples has passed away, yeah. Sometimes their ghost still shows up in chat. I feel like this has been one of the more scuffed streams I've done in a while. I feel like maybe it's just me. Not been a chill building stream, just been a building stream. I got a hard vibe reset for the next one. I just built like the same branch so many times. What in the world am I doing? Sorry for removing the chill. Not completely your fault. That's not the worst branch right there. I'm fine with that. Yeah, over here and then here. So what if we went here and here? Should I get back into content creation? I don't know. If you don't know, then probably not, to be honest. I mean, that's kind of how I felt for a while, and whenever I made stuff and I was like, I don't know if I want to do stuff right now. It just didn't make very good stuff. I mean, it kind of depends on how much you want to do it. Because, I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to really make it big like this or anything else. I know that's a motivation for a lot of people. And like 99% of people won't. Let's see. I learned that let's see. The only time I've made something good was when I was passionate about it. That's a great way of looking at it. It's a great way to sum up exactly what I was thinking. Because I mean, I don't know, I just feel like so many people like just don't have like just fun in their minds when they go into that kind of stuff nowadays. It's kind of sad. Having fun's the main reason I'm out here streaming right now. I think it'll be fun. Yeah, I want to share some cool stuff with people. One thing I've definitely learned about content creation just by seeing other people is it definitely pays to just know people. I don't. I don't have like any strong connections that would boost me or anything like that. So that's fine though. I'm here, I'm chilling. One thing I think I'm gonna be doing soon. Also, farewell, Disco. I don't know if you're still in chat, but if you're not, farewell. Um, I gotta figure out what I want to do for the next building thing. There's a chance I may just take a break from it for a little while, just to get some fresh ideas. Because I do worry I'm gonna run out of ideas soon for building stuff. I've got a few written down, but just none I'm like fully happy enough with to commit to for a long period of time. And you know, I'll just sub in some other stuff. Yeah, let's get a little bit of this. You're almost out. I mean, I'm not out of ideas. I'm out of like, I guess you know, I don't want to burn out. I guess is more what I should be saying. Suppose it was so beautiful. I kind of forgot the Solid Bog was supposed to be spooky. The goal is during the day to have it be beautiful, and then during the night for it to be spooky. So right now I want it to actually just be really pretty. We love nice Bayou Town. The thing that actually got me thinking about this is I was doing D&D with some friends. I keep saying today. I don't know why. I try and avoid using that. But uh um so uh um yeah, that's pretty much the whole story. Okay, but in all reality, I was doing some D&D with some friends as the DM, and they one of them was putting on music because I don't usually put on music, so they put on music for themselves. And they said to us what they were playing, and it was music from a thing I've also seen as well as them called Blood in the Bayou, and that's just what reminded me of just whole Bayou Town vibe. That's what got me thinking about this particular build. Also, welcome to the stream, Doodler. I actually thought that was someone else for a sec because we had another account with just brown background D in the profile picture, but it was capital. So it took me a sec to realize it was a different person. Here, a little bit of this going. Those are way too evenly spaced. Maybe I could here. There we go. Copy my whole profile picture, put some effort into this. I know, right? You have a friend? No. Bonded by profile picture. Let's see, I think I could add a little bit of spruce over here. Also, Doodler, you're lucky you missed the great block sorting saga. The most horrific arc in any stream. Where we sat down and organized every grayscale block in order of lightest to darkest, and then chose 5 to use. That was certainly an arc. I guess when we put the branches on these trees as well. You know what? That's an interesting shape. Let's just keep that. I'm kind of running out of branch shapes. There's only so many combinations that look like a branch that you can make with these two blocks. Do a little bit of this. A little bit over that. Oh, that's just mirrored on the other side. Can't do that. Just leave it like that. That's fine. Go up here and up here. So I'm kind of thinking maybe that. And then maybe this. Let's see. If you use a daylight sensor on a command block, you can make a house that disappears when it turns night. That actually could be kind of fun to like mess around with having things change during the night and day. Ooh, that's smart. I'm gonna have to play around with that at some point. Let's get a little bit of this going. I just went fully silent and start building branches. I must tree urgently. Let's see, would you rather be able to guess how many clicks it takes to turn off a ceiling fan, or be able to be One Punch Man but only on a Wednesday holding an empty Sprite can? Do I have to be bald? Do I become the character? I don't know what I like do with anything combat oriented. Like I don't fight people. I'm gonna be honest, the ceiling fan one sounds better. Speaking of which, why is it not working? Should I go pull on the string again? Maybe. Because it is a ceiling fan that's not working right now. Yeah, that branch shape's fine. You do that shape. I think one that kind of branches out this way a little bit. You do this. But what if we do something like that? That doesn't look right. I don't think it's quite the right vibe. I think that is, though. Would you rather have unlimited bacon but no more video games, or games? Unlimited games but no more games. See, I'm not a huge fan of bacon, so I'll take the unlimited games even if I get no more games. I was actually talking to someone about that who like didn't know the context for that question. And they're like and they went like full like loophole mode where they're like, okay, you said games, unlimited games, but no games. So if you're saying like games twice but no games once, then the no games like cancels out one of the two games. And I was just saying like, okay, I don't know, man. What do you expect me to do? I don't have unlimited games or bacon. I can't solve this issue for you. They're arguing it's like a 2 infinity minus 1 infinity kind of thing. Which, like, I see it. I see it. But, like, also I have no clue if that counts. See, let's go get this going over here. Oh, that just goes into the house. We'll just put a few leaves over there. Man, this is looking pretty. It's so nice. So right here, there's going to be a waterfall. We should mark that. Waterfall. That'll be very pretty. There's some fun techniques to make waterfalls really cool in this game. Let's see. Uh, would you rather be able to turn anything you touch into cheese or be able to walk slightly faster? So like speed walk faster? I feel like turning anything I touch into cheese would be such a lucrative business. So I'd have to go with that. Like I just buy like large quantities of stone from like just the local like quarry or whatever. Like I'll just find like a stone, like a wholesale stone dealer, which I've actually had to do before. I have actually on two separate occasions gone to a like construction stone store and purchased just like a like just some rocks because I needed them. Those are the best places to get rocks if you ever want to do like aquarium stuff. So it's essentially the gold touch curse, but it's perishable. Well, it says be able to turn anything you touch into cheese, not like anything you touch turns to cheese. So I would assume it is an ability you get to choose when it's active. Like you grab the thing and then you focus on it and it becomes cheese kind of thing. Not just like anything I touch instantly becomes cheese. Minus touch but cheese. See, that would be really bad. Like anything would be preferable to that pretty much. I also have a way around the whole genie limited wishes thing. I've come up with a solution, as all good nerds should. Um, my personal solution is just to wish that you don't have to follow the rules that bind like what you can wish for. And if, you know, then you can wish for more wishes and then free the genie, because you always gotta free the genie. It's just polite. It's morally correct. You gotta free the genie after you get your other 2 wishes granted, or in this case, many. Or you just wish for another genie. Just more genies. Like I wish for every genie's lamp in the entire world to like appear in a pile that I can access easily. I mean, you have to do like a lot of other stuff. One other idea I had for how you could get around the whole like genies rigging your wishes kind of thing is just wish for all of your wishes to come true exactly as you would like them to. I wish for tar slimes to be real. Why in the world would you do? I think apples might be a bad person. I think you're a problem. Wish for the ability to turn aliens cheese and threaten the genie to give you more wishes. Yeah, or I'll turn him into cheese. Disco, you might be a menace to society. I mean, spiders can already fly. Just not all of them. Not very well. Oh yeah, Chad, if you didn't know about this, spiders can make a kind of like silk parachute and then go glide through the wind. This is real. This is a real thing. It's pretty cool. Honestly, I like spiders. Spiders are cool. I actually found a dead jumping spider recently and I felt bad for it. Because they kill all the more annoying bugs. They are better. Spiders are better than like mosquitoes or whatever. Why does Hornet have to use her cloak? I don't know. Just bad at game, I guess. I actually unlocked full Spider Hornet. I'm not going to explain it fully, but there is an ending where you can go full spider mode. Like the last thing you see is just the extra arms opening up for that ending. And I'd love having more arms like a spider. Imagine. Imagine all you could do with just 4 extra arms. I mean, it's just generally shapeshifting would be so hype. I think pretty much anything within the like realm of like all of my top things that would be like a cool thing to wish for would be covered by shapeshifting. If you make them appear and disappear at will, like Stitch, exactly. That's why it'd be great covered by shapeshifting. Okay, you get 3 wishes from the genie. And you gotta save one, of course, you know, just to be polite to the genies and rescue them from their own curse. Step 1. I wish for every wish that I make to come true exactly as I want it to. Or in the, I guess actually better would be ideal way for me. And then you guys gotta hit him with I wish for the ability to shapeshift, and then I wish for you to be free from your curse. Easy. Boom. Honestly, shapeshifting covers so much. There's so few things you can't do with shapeshifting. You need to get somewhere really fast. Well, while teleportation would be nice, have you considered, you know, just like becoming like a peregrine falcon and flying there? Easy. You literally fight 25 spoingy flies or 25 harpoon bug. I would shapeshift into a bug and hide under like a couch cushion. Final answer. Okay, maybe not final answer. I'll actually think of it. Which one? You know what? See, you didn't specify it would be painless note, neither did you specify the speed. See, I don't need to specify loopholes anymore. If the first wish is to make everything that I wish for to come true exactly as my ideal outcome would be. Or like however I want it to happen. In the way that would make me alright, no, the way that would make me most happy wouldn't work. It has to be just in the ideal way for me. You gotta be really careful with your wording. It's like lawyers. Can never trust them. Honestly, I feel like I could be a good lawyer if I just had the wherewithal to sit down and read like a bunch of papers. I don't, so I would not make a good lawyer. So remember Natao? You mentioned them. I had never heard of them though. You said they just went missing. Let's see, let's go through here. A little bit over here. It's gonna be the big plot twist where like, I was that guy all along and I've just returned. It's gonna be so funny if that actually is what he says. Get that sub count. That is an extremely suspicious thing. The genie doesn't know you nor what you want. The genie could make your wishes instantly teleport you to the Marianas Trench if they think it would be ideal for you. Well, no, they do. They're a genie. If they're an all-powerful genie that can teleport me to the Marianas Trench, then they can figure that out as well. 31k? What? Why do I need to? Okay, why do I need to remember that? That's very suspicious. Like a cursed amount. Am I like am I now cursed that like I will just instantly have a heart attack the moment I get to 31k? Is that how this works? Now you've told me about this. It's like a horror movie curse. Genie can't read your minds. They why can't they? Why are we putting rules? Why are we putting rules on a genie? It's a genie. How do you know it can't read my mind? Are you a genealogist? Wait, actually, that's that's just a real thing. That's what they study. That's what genealogists study, not genes and like that kind of stuff. No, they study genies. I should become a genie. I would be so good at just ruining people's wishes. I curse you have weird end pieces of bread. Oh, why would you do that? I'm sad. That's what you've done. You hit 31k off. Fine. I haven't eaten bread in 2 years. I'm intolerant of bread, not in a lactose intolerant way, in a racist way. Yeah, just gotta let that one simmer for a bit. Anyway, a little bit of this over here. Trying to fill in all this with leaves is definitely a pretty big challenge. I'm gonna be honest, saying just remember that sub count and then the number is just such an ominous thing to say. That's like the most cursed that I feel like I've ever that's the most hex-like thing that's ever been placed on me. I feel like I've just been cursed by an Etsy witch. Not wish. That's what genies do. Can I get a genie on Etsy? That'd be pretty cool. Let's see. Let's see. Give me absolute omnipotence with nothing I could perceive as a downside. Okay, you can't perceive anything. You can do anything you want fully lobotomized. So you can't do anything, but you could if you could think. Second, the genie now has a cool hat. I'm not changing that one. Three, if you're free the genie, give them a permanent free Wi-Fi. It'd be nice. Okay, so you've lobotomized yourself and then given the genie a cool hat and freedom. Awesome. We love to see it. If you want, you're now Hell Keller. You can't perceive anything. I've actually never seen Annoying Orange. I'm saying that because I recognize just the Hey Apple thing from that. Because I've heard that that's just like a joke before. What did anyone like that show? Like I can only perceive that as being obnoxious. Like were there people who like that's like nostalgic? Because I feel like I've only heard bad things about it. Which makes I mean it's a show about a character who is their defining characteristic is being annoying. Maybe I'm crazy, but that just seems weird to me. You know what? That should be a video. I just sit down with a list of genie wishes and just just ruin them all. See, back in my day, I used to watch Annoying Orange Christmas special, and Frosty the Snow Cone got lobotomized and threw all his friends and family in the meat grinder. What in the world? Is that a thing from that? What in the world is this show? I thought it was a kids show. Is it not? I've never seen it. Like anything really, except like just the Hey Apple thing. Sounds like brain rot before brain rot was cool. The time they summoned the devil. Yeah, I feel like you just want to get rid of the annoying orange. He's just gonna like drag him down. And he deserves it, to be honest. I couldn't name anything in particular he's done except just be generally obnoxious, but you know, that's probably a sin. His jelly chunk of ice leaf fell into the snow cone blade. What in the world? That show's even more messed up than I thought it was. Let's see. He was a killer in his prime. Fun. Crazy, that's Jack the Ripper. Glad they finally caught him. Took him long enough. Okay, this one needs lower branches. See, how's it look from this side? Also kind of sparse. Let's do a little bit off to this side. Let's see, do an easy $5. Bread? 5 whole dollars. Let's see, bread is actually very cheap to make if you know how to make bread. It costs like 50 cents to make at home. I should make bread. You know, it would be fun to have some like passive income. Maybe I should just like do some insider trading. That'd be pretty good. I think I'd enjoy that. It's like money with it's like making bets, but like you know what's gonna happen. It's great. We gotta add some Spanish moss. We love Spanish moss. A little bit of that, just hanging over the area. It definitely feels like kind of the see, where's the French moss? Oh, you don't want to see that. I don't know if I can even do a French accent anymore, to be honest. I feel like what I'd go for is like a little too Italian. It's been a while since I've done a proper French accent. There's a lot of accents I need to get better at. One I've wanted to get good at is Spanish accent. I think that could be really cool. Do a frog accent. Is that good? Is that a frog accent? I have no idea if that was good over the microphone or not. That's a spicy meatball. Mamma mia. Hey, welcome to stream BR 4665. Yeah. Give the grind one day to reach your goal 1 million subscribers. That would be very cool. I don't know if I'm ever gonna hit that. But yeah. Or we're shooting for maybe 10K one day. Once we get there, you know, we can always reevaluate. But you know, I feel like it's still a high goal. The site's a little lower. Could use a little less frog and a little more frog. Oh, that's a good point. I have no I have no accent any Canadian should have. And anytime I'm not paying attention, I suddenly become Australian. I can do like a good few accents passably. Say that 500 special? I have no idea what it would be. I robbed my subscribers for $500. Do a toad accent? That's the same thing as a frog. Pretty much. Doodler is redacting everything, or retracting everything. It's too late, I've seen it all. You can't escape my gaze. Or my sight. My LGBTQIA minions. You cannot escape them. Yeah, put some Spanish moss over here. So do a dying guy accent. Do you mean DIYing guy? What would that be? What in the way? I feel like this is the equivalent of like, for the record, I'm about to reference something I've actually not seen. I think I've seen one full episode of ever. That Makes Some Noise show. I feel like that's the equivalent of what's going on here. Everyone's like, just do this thing. I'm like, I have no clue what you want. I don't know. I can do like, I'm trying to think of what I can do possibly. It's been a while since I've actually thought about it. I can usually like get by with British, Russian. I could do Jamaican a little bit for a while. It kind of, it wasn't like a convincing one. It was more like a stereotypical one. I want to push it more toward like actually interesting. See, well, what else could I do? I could do, I forget what accent it is, but it's somewhere in like Eastern Europe. I think of the other ones I've been able to do. Australian. These aren't good, by the way. I'm just saying. There's a difference between like saying, "Oh, I'm confident in something," and being like, "I'm currently practicing to try and get better at something." How did these doors get closed? Oh, I know how they got closed. The creature that was dwelling in these woods for a while closed them. That's a lot of trees done. We've just been doing a few here and there. It's great. If you can't do those, do a rat accent. I'm crawling here. I got a piece of pizza. That's Italian. I went Italian. I was trying to do New York. What in the world do New Yorkers sound like? All I can do is the I'm walking here. And I know that's incredibly just offensive for no reason. How in the world do New Yorkers talk? I did a New York accent for something. There was an eel person I was playing one time that had a New York accent for something. What in the world do they sound like? Is it not just Italian? No, because it's different than Italian. Are New York people real? Or are they a figment of my imagination? It's like Super Mario. What in the world does a New York accent sound like again? I think I've forgotten how to do the New York accent. I've just been put on the spot and I forgot. All I can do is the I'm walking here. I'm walking here. Is that new? That's like vaguely New York. That's not quite right though. It's wrong. Something about it's wrong and I don't know what. And that's almost more concerning than just getting it right. You know, why don't we take a quick look at the build? I need to practice more. I'd love to do a little bit of just voice acting for fun, but there's so much stuff I need to improve still. Hey, Tony. Anyway. Oh wait, I just had an idea. Alright, is this looking a bit prettier and spookier? I feel like this is looking pretty good. Oh, that's very pretty right there. Those visuals my PC could never. Should I turn it up to max? I'll turn down the render distance a little bit. This is the absolute max. Yeah, Vibrant Visuals is actually pretty good. I don't know if it could run this on phone, but you can run a little bit lower level in it. See. Doesn't look dirty and dirty enough for a ghost town. Well, here's the thing. It's not detailed really yet. This is just the basic texturing. This isn't the detailing. I don't count this as part of detailing, really. I guess not. I guess it kind of it is. Yeah, I guess I kind of would. Oh, I mean the bridge between houses. I like this. I really know I could make it look worse. All right, I think I know what we need now. Oh yeah, this is the vibe right here. This is great. We're getting somewhere now. What if we turn off the rain? Does it look then? Also, farewell, Doodler. Honestly, without the rain, it's still pretty cool. Just a lot brighter. I do hate how the like this light looks weird under here because it's going like through this. I might have to like fix that so there's not lights directly above slabs. And I love looking at just like the really faint silhouette of the trees back there. If I go up, you can see like all the trees like in the fog. That looks so nice. What's like under the water? I wonder where chat is. There's chat. That's nice. Oxize copper lanterns will be dimmer. Makes sense. The oxize bulb is really dim. Yeah, one sec. Let's break that out and see if that helps at all. I mean, they are green. That could make it look even spookier, to be honest. Oh wait, they aren't. It's copper bulb. It's copper bulb that's dimmer, isn't it? Or are they dimmer? I think blue is the dimmest. Does it look better if it's blue? No, I don't think it... Maybe. That might be growing on me a little bit. No, I don't think it's quite the same. How do I feel about green? Yeah, I feel like green's not the same either. I think it's gotta be standard. Does chat have story? What do you mean? I don't fully understand. Oh, you mean like the little guy down here? He's an axolotl. That's his story. He's named Chat. There he is. How nice. Yeah, he just farms human skulls at the bottom of the lake. Is that really so wrong? Why is he alone? Because if I put more in there, I wouldn't know which one was Chat. We are gonna add some frogs. We could unleash the frogs now, or at least a few of them. Just see what happens. Okay, why don't we release a few over there? And like a few over here. They're probably gonna jump out. That's fine. We'll add more if it happens. Maybe like one or two over in this area. Well, we also get a few more of these. Yeah, you got the comments as well. I think just periodically having like a little firefly bush is quite nice. We'll add some more over here when we add the detailing. These like harsh lights bug me so much. I don't get it. Does this like make it go away? Not really. If you're above it, you don't see it. Like only on the side or like this. Weird. That's gotta be a visual glitch. I can't think of why it wouldn't be. It looks like it's any blocks that are covered by something. Let me reload and see if that fixes it. Actually, it might be something with the shadows or something, because I know the reflection has had issues and I had to reload earlier. No, it's not. I don't know what the issue is. Look, I haven't seen that happening before. It's kind of weird. Let's turn down these to like here. Should we build like this for a bit? We should look at it back in the day. Oh, it's so pretty during the day. This is what we love to see. Spooky at night, pretty in the day. Hello. I just love the idea of like walking through here. The light shining down between the trees and the fog. This is a very nice, peaceful town during the day. You know what, though? It's getting pretty late. I don't think we have enough time to really start and finish anything else. So we might just wrap up a little early right there. So thank you, everyone, for watching, and thank you for 500 subscribers. Because holy cow, that it's weird how long it took, and then suddenly, like the half of that was like in the last 90 days. But you know, only up from here. So thank you, and you know, subscribe, follow, all that stuff. I'll see you guys in a future video or stream. Bye, everyone.